Hello, kitchenettes. So I've been doing a singing challenge, and I'm loving it. I'm happy that I'm doing it. I'm a little tired today, not as much into it, but I'm honoring my commitments, and that's pretty awesome. Mental health. I feel like it's been a little up and down. I've been sleeping. Couldn't get much yesterday, not because I didn't have the time, but just because I kept waking up. Sorry. Tired. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I've been a little sad the past few days. Feeling okay today, but the past few days I was definitely a little down, and I'm not sure why, because I've been getting sleep. Last week, little person didn't have school, so I didn't have a lot of running around to do except for Wednesday. I think I went out with her. Went out on Friday. Went out on Monday. So we slept at some points, but there were some sleep deprived moments that may have contributed to being sad later on in the week. So I try to pay attention to those things, because for me, it really, that sleep thing is a huge factor, more than I think I realize. Let's see what else is going on. My friend was talking about little person and saying how she's seen a change in her since she joined the Girl Scouts. And I don't see it from the Girl Scout point of view. Like I said, I see it from the walks we take. We've been having a little bit more communication together. We've really enjoyed each other's company a little bit more. And the playfulness and just trying to be a little bit more intentional about the time that we spend together. We were really big, especially during my depression, on watching shows together. So One Piece was one of them. Ironically enough, I also couldn't keep my eyes open, so sometimes I couldn't even do that. But I would put them on and I would try to keep up with it with her. So we would have that to conversate about. But a lot of our time is spent around food and TV. And I really want to come out of that and have it be more activities. Like, we haven't gone to the museum in years. We've done the children's museum, but I want to take her to a grown-up one. And we've only gone, I think, maybe once. I'd like to go to the aquarium and the zoo with her. I'd like to do more events, I guess. More activities. I'm not sure of the right word. But just things that don't revolve around TV and food. Some plays, so more art things. We haven't been to a play in years. When she was younger, I took her to plays. When they had shows about favorite characters, who did we go see? I think it was Daniel Tiger. We did that. I love me some Daniel Tiger. I love Bluey. Sophia the First is kind of cool for a Disney princess. I like her. Because I'm thinking of like characters that had shows. But in the later years, we haven't done that. We haven't done the beach in like 2 years. So I really want to do more. At the same time, just decided we're gonna actively try to save money. Which is different because, like I said, I'm all about experiences. It is usually about food. I will not tell a story. And when we we go out for food, we go out for food. We're not watching our pennies. Especially when I was manic, I could spend some money on some experiences and food. Like one of our best moments was when I was manic and I decided we're going to do a staycation. And we just went to another city, got a hotel, did the beach, the zoo, ate food. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful time. So the past few weeks I've actively been looking for like a little staycation we could do. And it's just been hard to, I have a budget for it, but for some reason I just haven't been able to pull the trigger for it. And I have a decent amount set aside for it, but I'm wondering if that's the best use of our money. Because I'm thinking there's other things that we can do and want to do. So I'm trying to figure it out. So she seems lighter. We have a few things that we are going to try to implement to see if they make a difference. And it hurts that she's still struggling. And I have to realize we've only been doing these things for a few months. I don't even think it's been a full 2 months, right? But it might be. Time goes faster than I realize. Because we're only in March, and I think we started at the end of January, beginning of February. So 2 months with the walking, and we're not doing it every day like I had initially wanted to. Because real life doesn't follow that way. But to see that she's still struggling hurts. And I know there's nothing, I can't say there's nothing I can do, but there's no guarantee that anything I'm going to do is going to make that change or go away. And that's hard. And as a caregiver for someone who is going through any kind of illness, it's hard as a mom, I think, especially to know that you can't fix it. But that is the reality. You know, I can't make everything go away even though I want to. I know there's lots of parents who have that wish. I think the other reason I'm struggling with my choice on this staycation is because a big part of me is really adamant about wanting to make memories with her. I do want them to not just be about food, because I don't want that to be the only way she sees joy. A lot of people have an unhealthy relationship with food. They eat when they're happy, they eat when they're sad. They just eat. They're emotional eaters. And so I've really tried not to make that a thing. At the same time, it's a part of who I am, I think. And food is like a really big part of my love language. So it's hard. But I really, this girl's gonna pull out in front of me like she couldn't see my bright lights and sparkling cloudy weather. I think my biggest focus now is making memories and pushing myself despite exhaustion, which is probably not best for my mental health, to make memories for her and with her, because some of them are not about me. Like this Friday we went out and it was about her hanging out with her friends. She has more than one. And then we did something together, which was really cool. We went to a variety show, which was kind of like a drag show. It was very interesting, very different than drag in New York, but cool. I have to balance the experiences and the memories I want to make with doing what's best for her, providing discipline and guidance. Just being a parent thing isn't really easy, guys. It's not the hardest thing because I have a really good, easygoing kid despite the mental health issues. I feel like I lucked out. There are some days it's a struggle because you don't know if you're doing the right thing. And you don't know how what you're going to do is going to help them turn out or what's going to be a defining moment. But all in all, we're doing okay. We try to get some sleep. I think Mama's taking her to school. I just have to fix her lunch and then I can get some sleep. But I just wanted to give a quick update on my mental health and her mental health. And I made it through Ramadan, so that's exciting. I did that. I really probably had to make up 3 days. I feel like it's just 2, but 3 feels better. But I don't know if we're going to do that. So we'll see if throughout the year I get inspired. I feel like I might do another fast, but I'm not sure what kind. And I still have to finish